and 9 at 9. They've got lots of wacky stories. You'll be feeling fine. Just set aside your worries. You'll be entertained. You'll be laughing till you're crying. I swear you're gonna find it satisfying.
I say that may be overselling it a little bit, all that put in there. All right, number 9, lots of people love cilantro, but why does it taste like soap for certain people? Others say it tastes like dirt. Turns out there's a genetic component involved in the whole thing. Researchers at 23andMe did a study, and according to their research, our brains have hundreds of receptors which send signals, and when it comes to smell and taste, depending on those receptors, we'll either find cilantro pleasant and enjoyable or just plain unappealing. Same thing goes for pungent cheese. I thought everyone liked the old pungent cheese, stinky cheese. Guess not.
Number 8, these beautiful photos were taken by a really good photographer, Robert Franklin of the South Bend Tribune. As he said on Twitter, these cool little frozen sand sculptures are all along the Lake Michigan beaches right now in St. Joseph. They're a natural result of wind erosion around the frozen areas of sand.
Wow.
So these things are known as sand hoodoos. You can check Rob out on Twitter at @TheRobFranklin. They're pretty though.
That's cool. All right, number 7, next time you're out for dinner, you might think about ordering a bottle of orange wine. It's not orange flavored. Orange wine is made from white wine grapes with the skin still on. As far as the palate goes, orange wines are dry, very dry. They have a tannin like a red wine and a hint of sourness similar to fruit beer. The deep color orange comes from the grape seeds.
Anyone trying this or?
No.
There's enough of other fine wines that are.
That's a better choice for sure.
Why risk it? That's going to cost you money.
You'll just be sad at the
I'll
end.
pass.
I'm not feeling it. Number 6, if you're a fan of true crime shows or you know someone who is, this might be the perfect gift from a company called HappyFamilyClothing.net. That music is menacing.
Yeah.
Kitchen towels that say Keith Morrison is my spirit animal and it was ordinary night or it's. And other options like True Crime Junkie. Only give these as gifts if the other person is in on the joke.
Okay.
Or they love Dateline as much as you do. Otherwise, it could completely backfire.
Yeah. You
Point.
gotta know.
Love Keith Morrison.
All right, number 5. So many of my makeup clients have been coming to me.
Makeup now, too,
Oh yeah,
Paul?
coming into the old 22 with the same question: how do I get that glazed donut look for my skin? And you know what I say? No matter what shade of skin you have, there's a highlighter out there that will have you shimmering like Liza Minnelli's blouse in Studio 54.
Oh, a little throwback mention there.
First
Cool.
Glossier has something called Halo Scope. It's $22, and you'll be looking like a nice Krispy Kreme after trying that on. Or go with something called the Dew Pot from Make Beauty, and you'll be as shiny as a baby's hiney.
All right.
Wow. That
Good
was
options.
Yeah.
glazed donut.
Yeah, that's a lot of people
Yeah.
wanting
Yeah,
that.
no,
more and
I
more.
see him at, Dunkin' Donuts. I say,
Right.
that's the look
Boom.
I'm going
right.
for.
People standing in line at the Krispy Kreme going, if only I could
Right.
look half as
Only
good.
it could look half as good as that donut that's coming down the line.
Only when the red light is on, though.
Number 4, here's a look at a pair of shoes made by an Italian company called Loro Piana. They're okay looking, nothing special. They're basically slip-on loafers. They look kind of fashionable,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
They come in suede and wool. Well, they're very popular with rich guys,
Oh, there you
according to
go.
the Wall Street Journal. How much do you think they are? These shoes are $1,075 a pair.
Look at them. They're worth every penny.
We're not sure why. A character on the hit show Succession wore them on a recent episode, so that may...
You know why they're that expensive?
Why?
Because people are willing to pay that
Yeah.
much, right?
Yeah, that's right.
No one bought them. They're not going
Right.
to sell for
They wouldn't be
thousands.
that expensive.
I'll find the knockoffs. That would probably
Yeah.
be a
The
choice
famous footwear.
for me.
Yeah.
Number 3, take a look inside Post Malone's apocalyptic-proof bunker in Utah. He bought it a few years ago after a viral rant on TikTok about wanting to get away from it all, except those tattoos on his face. And in case the world went to heck, he'd have a place to go. Nearly 13,000 square feet and sits on 7 acres of land. It also has a wine cellar, a fitness room, basketball court, pool, and a hot tub.
Wow.
In case you're wondering, he paid about $3 million for it since it's in the middle of nowhere in Utah. So if you want to be trapped with Post Malone,
Yeah.
In the middle of Utah.
although you would have 13,000 square feet to stay away from
yeah,
it.
yeah, that's a good point.
good for him.
Plenty of space. Number 2, on this chilly January morning, you're probably wondering, how long has sausage been around? That is a common question.
Yeah.
Well, sausages are older than the Bible. The delicious meat sticks are mentioned in 4,000-year-old texts from Mesopotamia. Now, nearly every culture and ethnic group on Earth has some kind of sausage.
Sure.
There are sausage festivals in Hungary, Portugal, France, Italy, on and on the list goes. In one Pacific Island nation, they throw one of the world's biggest sausage parties. They eat sausages and banana peels and sweet rice pudding sausages as well.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's a fun story there.
yeah, no, it was good.
Feels a little bit like a setup.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yeah.
But they have sausage parties in many places
Yeah,
throughout
I've
the
seen
world.
them here, in fact.
Yeah, sometimes, right down the
The
street
engineers
somewhere.
love
Yeah.
Number 1, 36 years ago this week, the Bears won the Super Bowl. We've been playing this old Coke commercial.
Once there were 2 bears, a big bear
I'll have a Coca-Cola Classic.
and an even bigger bear.
Give me a case, Coke.
This bear loves the big, bold taste of Coca-Cola Classic, the original.
So
And
there's a
this
little
bear-
story behind that. The father of one of our producers, Andy Gavrilos, used to have a great diner down near the Merchandise Mart, and the advertising people wanted to shoot this commercial at his father's diner. Let's ask Andy what happened. Andy.
So this happened at your dad's diner?
Well, they wanted it, when they were scouting locations for this commercial, they wanted to use his diner, so they came in and they said, hey, we want to use your diner to film this Bears commercial. We'll need to shut down the diner for a couple of days.
Oh, wow.
So he said no.
I don't think so.
Just based on principle?
Well, no, he had regular customers. Back
Okay.
then, you didn't have a lot of dining options in River
Yeah.
North.
Right,
This was in the
yeah.
70s and 80s. And so you either ate at my dad's diner or you went to like Ed DeBevick's and
Yeah.
dealt
Yeah.
with their snarky waitstaff. So, but they really liked the location and the way the diner looked. So they ended up recreating the diner. The resemblance is uncanny.
Really?
Oh, wow.
So they really wanted it.
My dad's diner had that same black magnetic board you see behind the fridge.
Yeah.
It displayed all the sandwiches and soups of the day. He was known for his homemade soups. You can get anything from like cream of chicken with rice and on Fridays
That
clam
sounds
chowder.
delicious.
That does sound good.
Here's the actor in the commercial portraying the diner owner.
Oh, yeah.
The all-white uniform.
Does he look anything like your dad?
He doesn't, no.
No.
But that paper hat was, typical.
Yeah.
That was
attire.
standard, yeah.
And there's the fridge and Jim McMahon at the long sit-down laminate counter.
Yeah.
Those were typical of diners in the 70s and 80s.
All right.
They recreated your dad's diner, essentially.
They did, yeah.
Did he get any credit for it? Or
He did not, no.
What did he
Did
say
he get
when
a
he
Super Bowl
saw
ring
it?
out of it?
He didn't care. He wasn't a sports fan. I was disappointed. I thought I could have been an extra. So,
Yeah, anything.
but what could have been, all right?
Did he ever have any regrets, or did he?
No, he didn't care at all.
He didn't care.
Oh, wow.
Your
That's
life could have been
awesome.
on a trajectory to Hollywood.
Yes.
Instead, you went up here.
You could have,
That's a
given
great
the Coke to
story.
the fridge.
All right. Well, thanks,
guys.
Andy. Good
That's
to see
cool.
you.
Thanks, Andy.
And that's the 9 at 9.
It's the 9 at